Hey gamers, my name is Minus10, and I'm a middle-aged gamer that enjoys all gear related to gaming, streaming, and content creation. Today, we are going to take a first look at the Razer Viper V3 Pro, which appears to be a head-to-head competitor to the Logitech G Pro X Superlight 2. Lightweight gaming mice come in a number of sizes, shapes, and feature sets, so I'm excited to check out my very first Viper gaming mouse. Now, both the Viper V3 Pro and the Superlight 2 gaming mice retail for $159, so I'm wondering if the Viper V3 Pro has the stuff to become my daily driver. So let's cover the features of the Viper V3 Pro. First up, the weight. The Viper V3 Pro weighs around 54 grams if you get the black edition, and it looks like this is true. The mouse is symmetrical, and it uses version 3 of Razer's optical switches. Polling rates can reach up to a eye-popping stated 8K polling with Razer's Hyperspeed dongle. Now there is a DPI switcher on the underside of the mouse. Thank God these are returning to gaming mice. The mouse feet are much larger and have quite a large footprint, so it'll be interesting to see how these feel on the gaming mousepad. And lastly, the Viper V3 Pro has a DPI sensor that can be set up to a 35K polling rate, which I don't know if anybody really uses that high of a DPI setting. So let's crack open this box and see what Razer has to offer. So grab the handy dandy box opening knife. Looks like there are 2 seals here to cut, so we'll get those done. Easy peasy. Let's turn over. Let's see what we got inside here. Oh, nice. Mouse right there at the front. Looks good. We'll put that to the side. This appears to be the hyper polling dongle. So let's get this unwrapped. We can give some ASMR here. Yeah, a little. So this is the Razer dongle. Looks like it has a place for USB Type-C. The recessed setting gives me concern because that means it's probably got a proprietary cable. And then nothing on the back. But let's put that to the side. Okay, we got the cable. And as suspected, it looks like the USB-C is a little recessed. I'm going to test out other cables on this, and then of course we got USB Type A. Got over the side, and then we've got the marketing materials. So let's take a look at this real quick. Oh, we've got some plastic on the feet. Let's see how this sounds. Oh, that's satisfying. Okay, let's see how the Razer Viper V3 Pro feels and sounds. So, size-wise, it's more in line with a bigger mouse. Obviously, much larger than the Asus ROG Keras 2 Ace that we tried last week, and definitely is much longer as well. Now, it is symmetrical. You can see in the camera that there's no slope one way or the other. I will say that the sides do drop off a little bit more aggressively than the other gaming mice that I normally use, which is the Logitech Superlight 2. The side mouse buttons are spaced apart a little bit, which is nice, and they do feel pretty good. Let's turn it around so you can see the slope. Now, if you look at the left and right mouse click button, there's a noticeable slope within the Viper V3 Pro, which is very different than the Logitech Superlight 2, which is very flat. So it'll be interesting to see how these feel when you're gaming. Sound-wise, they do sound pretty good. They have a nice feel, and I'll do a quick sound comparison to the Superlight 2 in a second. And then the scroll wheel feels okay. I mean, it feels like all the others, but it's got a nice glide. And then I can't tell. It looks like there's a charging light at the top. Let's go to the underside. You can see those big feet. They're quite large relative to some of the other light gaming mouse. Now, here's a beautiful feature. that I'm very glad to see coming back to gaming mice, which is the DPI changing button, because I like a higher DPI when I work, and then a lower DPI when I game. So let's quickly compare this to the Superlight 2. Get these both in camera, so you can see it looks like they're about the same size. Now, I will say the Viper V3 Pro is much lighter than the Superlight 2, but size-wise, they're about the same. I will say, though, that the back here on the Superlight 2 is, yeah, you can see it's wider, and there is a definite bulging in the back of the Viper V3 Pro, and you can feel this. Yeah, you can feel this in hand. The Logitech G Pro, your hand fits farther back, where with the V3 Pro, your hand sits a little higher up in the back. The mouse buttons feel the same, but those grooves are definitely noticeable in your fingers for sure. You can definitely feel that groove. It's like your fingers are channeled in to the mouse button. So let me give a quick sound test comparison between the Superlight 2 and the Viper V3 Pro. Okay, so from a sound-wise perspective, the Superlight 2 definitely has a louder click noise, which some may prefer. I love clicky switches, but the Viper V3 Pro is definitely a little bit more quiet. Over the next week, I'm going to game and work exclusively on the Razer Viper V3 Pro and see if it will be crowned as my new daily driver. So please, don't forget to check out my channel for my coming review. If you enjoyed this first impression video of the Razer Viper V3 Pro, I'd really appreciate a like on the video as well as a sub if you'd like to follow me as a content creator. All comments below are welcome too. Thanks for watching.